Hey guys, it's me Claudia J. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you came back. If you haven't yet, go ahead and click the subscribe button. So today's video is going to be a rant, so just keep watching. Okay, like I said, today's video is going to be a rant, and the thing I'm going to be specifically ranting about is people that just never seem to have their shit together. So for the past about 2.5 weeks, I've been trying to get my passport. And I work basically 8 to 4, so it's really hard to go during the day because I work at a school. I kind of need to be there during the day. So usually by the time I get off of work, it's really not worth it to try to go to the passport office because most likely I won't get it done. And from my driving distance from work to the closest one, I'm just not sure if it would work out. So I've been going on Saturdays. So me and my sister spent the past 2 weekends going to the passport office and not having our passports done after hours and hours of waiting in line. And this is where people not having their shit done comes into play. So the first time we went, we were designated to go to a passport office that is closer to our house. That is like a big main one that pretty much everyone goes to. So we wake up early to go to this one. And basically we get there and the door is locked. They're not letting anybody in. There's already a line inside and they basically lock the door. Why they lock the door, I don't know. I don't even know if they have the right to lock the door, especially how early we went. So it was just fucking ridiculous, but they locked the door. So the place opens at 9. We got there at 9:25. They had already locked people out. So on the door, there's a paper with an address to another post office to go where I guess you can get your passport done. So basically me and everyone else that was standing outside, including my sister, all get in their cars and drive to this post office, which is pretty much in the middle of fucking nowhere. So there was that. But it's about maybe 15 minutes from my house, but like literally away from the city. It's literally in like a grass field. There's nothing there, but there's this post office. So we all go to this post office and wait in line. At this point, it's almost like 10 o'clock, so I really knew we weren't probably going to get ours done because they sent us to this other place kind of late. We get there at about like 9:45. They stopped doing passports at 11:30. Long story short, we stayed there from 9:45 to 11:30 for the line to not even really move. They helped maybe about 10 people, if that. And the only reason the line wasn't moving was because people would come all the way to the passport office and not have their shit done. And I'm like, it's not like one of those things that just sporadically happens and you're just not prepared. Like you show up to this specific place to get something done. So then there's no reason why your shit is not done properly. And there's no reason why you just don't have shit at all. Like you're just missing all kinds of documents. So the first time we had a family standing in front of us that just did not have none of their shit done. And instead of sending them to the back of the line after they explained what they were supposed to do, they just kept them there and no one got their passport done. Fast forward to the second weekend. We go again. This time we go even earlier because we're like, we're going to go sit in this line. We show up at 8 o'clock. No, 8:45 because they start at 9. So we show up at 8:45 to get in the line. At this point, we're at a pretty decent place in the line there's no reason for us not to get help. We were at the very same place we had left off the previous week when we didn't get help, but this time we got there earlier. So we're sitting in the same spot, get there, we should have got our passports. But once again, we did not get our passports after waiting in line 3 hours because again, there was a family of like 10 people who were getting their passports done, but once again, they didn't have their paperwork done, they didn't have the right documents. Most of them didn't speak English, which is no fault of their own, but I just feel like if you're going to do a process like this, it's probably safe to bring someone that speaks the language, especially if your paperwork isn't done correctly. So anyway, there were these 10 people that have their stuff not ready that took a fucking hour. But granted, this line is only growing longer and longer, and they just don't have their shit done. So after that, there's another family of 4 who, again, I don't know if they had their shit done or not. Long story short, one of my biggest pet peeves is when people plan to go somewhere or are going somewhere with a specific reason and still, for some reason, don't have their fucking shit done. Like, I don't understand why you can't come ready. Like, why aren't you ready? Like, stay ready. Like, it's different. Life has a lot of shit that happens. Shit happens spontaneously. You may not be ready, but you hear the saying, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Most people don't take that into like fruition at all. They just be unprepared as fuck, and it's irritating Like, for example, when I got hired for my job, I had to go to the HR building to get all my stuff done. There's forms you have to fill out and everything. You have to get your photo ID taken, all this other stuff. I went to HR, I had an appointment, and I waited an hour past my appointment. Once again, because people came to the HR building who are new hires who didn't have their stuff done, which it was clearly explained what stuff you had to be done. So I'm thinking this is a long ass process because I'm waiting an hour past my appointment time. And I get up there and it took me less than 10 minutes to have all my stuff done because I had all the papers. All I had to do was sign. They took my picture and I was out of the building. And I asked the lady previously, like, you know, like what was taking so long? And she's like, oh, people just didn't have their stuff done. And it's like, you're going to HR for your new hiring job for a very specific reason and you still do not have your shit done. Like, I don't understand. It's the same thing when I go to the doctor. Like, I just hate making appointments or going places for a specific reason that could really be in and out situations, but because people are not prepared and they don't have their shit done, I end up wasting time because you not ready. Example, it's like also like that friend or that person you go out with that's always hyped to go out or to go somewhere, but then you go there and you get there and that person says, oh, I don't have any money. Like, okay, like I understand we all struggling. Money can be a struggle sometimes. But like how you the hypest one and planning to go and everything, and then as soon as we get there, all of a sudden you don't have no money. Like, why don't you have no money and why aren't you ready? Like, you could have said you didn't have money from the get-go, and I'm sure most people would have been like, oh, it's okay, I got you. Like, I covered you, or like whatever. Or we're like, oh, we got to find you a way to get you some money. But like, don't wait till you get there to be like, I don't have money or I don't have this. Like, I hate when people do that. Like, if you knew you didn't have money to begin with, either one, you should have seen if somebody got you, or two, don't come. Simple as that. Why the fuck you ain't ready? But anyway, that is the end of my rant. If this is also a pet peeve of yours, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. Or matter of fact, just leave any other pet peeves you have about wasting your time, because that's one of my biggest ones. It's just when people are not ready. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.